Hey guys, Cat here, coming at you with a mod release video, and in this video I'll be releasing HyStats 2.0. This is basically the version 2 of my SkyWars stats mod, except it's rebranded and with the addition of BedWars and a whole ton of other new features. So make sure you watch this whole video, especially if this is your first time dealing with one of my mods. There is an important step that you will have to perform in order for this mod to work. So make sure you watch the whole video, if not at least to the step where I tell how you put your API key into the mod so it will actually work. So HyStats 2.0 is basically a rebranded SkyWars stats mod, and I essentially rewrote the whole framework, so now it will be easier for me to add other game modes. But for right now, this mod only supports SkyWars and BedWars, and the stats that are displayed in the top on your HUD depend on which game you're in. So if you're in a SkyWars lobby, then your SkyWars stats would display, and if you're in a BedWars lobby, your BedWars stats would automatically show up. So no need to toggle on and off or any of that jazz. So I just want to quickly point out that the name of this mod, HyStats, was suggested by Tabor on Twitter. Special thanks to him. And you can see Tapple approves of the name idea. And I would also want to point out that my mod now has a logo, and this was made by Updation. So please go check him out. I'll link him down in the description. So special thanks to him as well. So now we'll get started. The download link for this mod is down in the description. If the link doesn't work, just tell me in the comment section, ping me somewhere, Twitter, my Discord, anywhere, and I'll hook you up with a direct download. So once you have downloaded the mod, the general settings GUI opens up by doing the command /hs, okay? Make sure you're in a SkyWars or BedWars lobby, doesn't matter, and toggle the mod on. And you will need a Hypixel API key for this mod to work. This is one of the first steps you should take before messing with any of the other settings. If you do not have a Hypixel API key, all you have to do is do /API new in chat. It will give you a key, and you just copy and paste that, and then click save. Once you have done that, your stats should automatically appear in the top right by default, and it'll depend whether if you're in a SkyWars lobby or BedWars lobby, which stats would show up like I mentioned previously. So once you have done that, you can these are general customizable options. So bold labels makes your the labels bold, as you see, and then this is a change from the SkyWars stats mod. Instead of those stupid sliders, I simplified the whole color process by just you can go through presets now, which is way more easier and convenient in my opinion. And also you can change the color of the progress bar here, same system as label color. And there's a new feature called label suffix, so you can change your suffix. Just pay attention to the top right. As you see, I just added some basic ones, I guess, but you know, just for you can do it to your liking. Decimal places is basically the amount of decimal places you want your KD and win-loss to show. And then color changes the actual color of the numbers. You just got to play around with this to find out whichever ones you like. If you want your labels to match the color of whatever you set here, set your color to default, and it will then match. Furthermore, progress bar size changes the level bar size. You can go all the way down to 8 up to 32. And then number formatting, this was a stupid bug / glitch. I'll put up on the screen right now what previously some people in certain countries or regions would face, and this was basically my fault for it was an easy fix, but I just didn't do it. But now you have options. I doubt you can see it on screen. Let me turn this up to white. If you pay attention closely, you can go. I put 2 presets, the US and then I think this is Dutch. But yeah, if you pay attention closely, it changes how your numbers are formatted. Also, there's text shadows, another aesthetic feature suggested by some people. so it'll pop out more. So that's the basic general settings. Next, you can customize by going into one of these settings, SkyWars settings, and this is where you actually manipulate your HUD elements. So they're toggles, but they're also, you can order them to your liking, unlike the previous SkyWars stats mod. So you can turn them all off, and then you can order them however you like, and remove them from bottom up. So just more customization. Also, you can toggle for that specific game mode. So if you want your stats to display when you're in a BedWars game or a BedWars lobby, then make sure it's toggled on for BedWars. But if you don't want it displayed for SkyWars, then keep the toggle off here. Stats by mode is basically if you're in a SkyWars. This is only a SkyWars feature, by the way. I could not do this for BedWars just for the nature of it. I apologize. Maybe in the future I can. But stats by mode, so if you're in a Team's Insane mode, it will display your Team's Insane stats instead of your overall. And then win-loss KD, you can see, you can customize there. Toggle on or off. Then X position, this is where you change your actual HUD, where it displays, and also the scale. You can see it getting bigger. And then reset session resets your session. So go back to settings. Let me make the Alright, there we go. It pops out more. It's in a weird spot. So you can also access the menu by doing HSSW for SkyWars, and then you can change. You can access the same menu from there as well. BedWars is also the same thing. You have way more options because there's more stats, and basically the same idea, you know. So, and you do not have to be in the actual specific game mode lobby or game to change another game's settings. So I can still access SkyWars and change it. You just won't see it in the HUD in the top right. All right, that was basically the main points. Now, you can basically go set up the mod for yourself now if you want, but I would highly recommend you keep watching because there's several other neat features that I'm about to go over. So, a recap of all the commands can be accessed by /hs help, and it'll give you basically all the basic commands. I'll go over these three right now. So you can also set the color of the thing if you don't like the slider by using HS set color and then the hex code. So this would be black, and oh no, that would be white. My bad. You can also toggle chroma. I know this is disgusting, but you can do HS chroma on, and then your speed 1 to 5. You can do 3, and there you go. And to toggle off, you just do off. And then finally, if you do not like the name session in the top right for session, there is this command called HS set ses name. It's a weird command name I did, but let's say you're streaming and you want to call them like stream final kills or something. So you can change that and also say stream time. So this is probably convenient for streamers as well. You can reset your session and then you can see how long you've been streaming in game. So those are the 3 commands, and you can see the rest in HS help. There's also HS changelog where I basically go over all the changes I made since SkyWars Stats Mod 1.0.3. Now these are the rest of the features of the mod. You can also access your stats from the mod itself. It's only your stats. I did not add the option to check other people's stats simply so this mod would not be considered an unfair advantage if you would be able to check other people's stats in game. But yeah, you can go through. Same for BedWars, as you see. So hopefully you guys like this feature. You know, you can save a trip to going, opening your browser and going to plank.io and checking your stats there if you want to see your KD for a specific game mode. Furthermore, one of the neater features of this mod, in my personal opinion, is that it now has a stat tracking feature. So you can do /HSSW or BW, depending on whatever game mode, and then do tracking. And basically, this brings up your session history. As you see here, you can also check your overall history. So these are your total overall stats for that game mode on that specific day. And this gets updated every day you log on with the mod. Okay, this is a client feature, not really an API thing. So if you your stats won't be tracked if you do not use this mod. But yeah, you can see me improving. I think my KD dropped a bit, maybe, I'm not sure. And then there's also a chart too. Okay, so I added this feature where you can basically track yourself over a period of time, and over a year you can probably see some pretty good progress. There's also one for session chart. I haven't reset my session much, but same concept. Same thing is for the BedWars players. Okay, I'm not leaving you guys out in any aspect. I just don't play BedWars that much. I played one game just to test the mod. Speaking of that, if you do, especially BedWars, if you encounter any problems when doing BedWars with my mod, just let me know, because I'm not a BedWars player. I tried testing out to the best of my abilities, but obviously you BedWars players know better. So that is that. So another feature that I've added is general mod stats. So if you do /HStats, it'll open up this GUI, which will give you basic information such as the total time you have played in SkyWars and BedWars. As you see, SkyWars 8 hours, BedWars 21 minutes. Note that these time played stats are only recorded when you're playing with the mod itself and it's toggled on. If you do not play with the mod in any occasion, or you switch over to another client like Badline client, anytime you play these game modes while you're not using this mod, that time will not be recorded. And there's also another, just for reference, how many Hypixel API calls you have made. I know some of you that used my previous mod might be wondering, hey, why is the file size of HyStats 2.0 like so much bigger? It's like over, it's almost 1.7 megabytes, while my previous mod was only like 50 kilobytes. Well, the thing is, my code for this mod, my personal code, is only like 60 kilobytes probably. The rest of the size actually comes from this chart drawing library that I've used included in this mod, which is not my code, but code that I used, that I downloaded and used within my mod. So that's where most of the space comes. This does not affect your performance. Trust me, just file size does not affect performance. There is no correlation in this mod's case. And you can see I even did some benchmarks, posted on Twitter, and you see HyStats 2.0 performed just as good as SkyWars Stats mod. Even though I had all the new HUD elements toggled on, plus chroma on HyStats 2.0 while testing it. So do not have any concern for that. And then finally, I want to conclude by saying thanks for all the support you guys shown. I want to especially thank the people in my HyStats Discord. Please join it if you are interested in being updated, receiving updates about this mod, or just want to beta test future versions or anything. Special thanks to my beta testers. They literally did an awesome job testing out my mod. They were quick to report any bugs, and I got them fixed, and they were a big help. And I know this video was kind of long, but I literally had so much features that I wanted to talk about, and I don't want anyone to just download the mod and never know these features ever existed. So I know most of you probably clicked off this video and just trying out the mod for yourself. But if you stuck around to the end, thanks for watching again. Yeah, I added so many features in this new mod, over 2 months of work, apart from me doing my other obligations with school and stuff. I'm not joking. I added so much stuff. I literally wrote a script this morning in my first period class and printed it out, and it's almost a page and a half long. That's how big That's how much stuff I wanted to cover. So final note is that if you guys like this mod or enjoyed it, you can show your support for this mod simply by leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. It would really help me out. Also, sharing your mod with your friends, especially if you have BedWars player friends who you would think would be interested in this mod, please share it with them because they might not see this video simply because I'm a SkyWars YouTuber. So it would be a great help for me and potentially other people. And my final note, like my final note, is that if you guys want to see another game mode added to this mod, like let's say duels or something, all you have to do is get this video to 500 likes. Like seriously, this time, like last time we were kind of short, but I let it pass, guys. This time 500 likes for real. And just comment down what game mode you want added in the next version of HyStats, and I will try my best to get it added sometime in the future. So thanks guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Try out the mod for yourself. If you guys have any issues, troubles with the mod, or want to suggest new features or report bugs, simply join my Discord. It will be linked in the HS help menu. It's down in the bottom right here, and we'll help you out if you have any problems, and you can suggest new features. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, link to the mod is in the description below. Oh yeah, one more note. I keep forgetting stuff, but previously Mac and Windows versions had different downloads for whichever OS you were operating on for the SkyWars Stats mod. This mod is now, it all works under one version, Mac or Windows, and Labby mod is now compatible with my mod, so you should have no more issues if you're trying to use Labby mod in my mod. So yeah, that's it guys. Peace out.